All right, how I made my. All right, here was going on Freedomers. We're in Faith for the Freedom Academy, where we help people learn how to build their online business and be totally free and learn to live the life that they deserve. All right, so one of the ways I broke through in my online business on Instagram was my first $500 day of February 14th, 2018. I mean, my first $500 day was I did a little bit of meditation and my usual work, which was about inboxing people every day, posting every hour, and maybe not posting every hour, but at least DMing people every hour, commenting on people's pages, etc., etc. And one of the things that I learned was that one of the things that I learned that day was how I had my breakthroughs when I was talking on the phone with somebody and I was giving it an obsessive amount of value. She saw that I liked astrology, that I was into astrology, and she paid like $200-300 extra dollars for the astrology and the monthly service that I provided. And what I learned from that transaction was that if I give an obsessive amount of value, people will pay me for what I'm worth. And I had a huge breakthrough that day when I actually wrote it down that February 14th. I wish I still had the card. February 14th, 2018. Because I wanted the $500 to get a gift for my best friend at the time. And and I made it that day because there was so much emotion behind it. So every hour I was focusing on where I wanted to be. Every hour I was focusing on being, doing, and having that income. Every hour I was thinking about it. I was writing it down, etc., etc. And when I was thinking about having that money in my pocket, actually, my phone was broke. I was on Wi-Fi, and I think it got stolen. Actually, I don't even think it broke. I think it got stolen. And when it got stolen, all I had was Wi-Fi and a Wi-Fi app, and all I could do was continue to work, because as long as I had a cell phone and Wi-Fi, it worked. So I could still call people, I could still close deals. And there were so many times when I was homeless that I think my phone got stolen twice, and I had a breakthrough because all I used was Wi-Fi, and I closed the deal, and I went to go buy a cell phone, and it would be the cheapest Metro PCS cell phone that was like $60, and I literally switched my number about 4 or 5 times when I was homeless because my phone got stolen, or I lost it, or I woke up to it gone, or whatever. I'll never forget when I was sleeping in a Starbucks and my phone was charging on the floor, and I think it was this exact cell phone actually, the LG Stylo 4, and I woke up and the phone was gone. And or I thought it was I think it was maybe an iPhone. I don't remember at the time, but it was gone when I woke up. So thank God I had 2 phones, so I was able to operate on Wi-Fi. And I tell you, I built my business from nothing, man. iPhone in a dream, man. I mean, it's Wi-Fi in a dream. So if I can do it, you can do it. I did it when I was homeless, and I had a why, because I couldn't quit, because I turned back from my parents' house to say I'm not getting a job. And I was saying, more importantly, it wasn't even about being stubborn. I just got tired of begging people to give me some shit that I had to go pay for anyway. Like when I was in New York, I had to pay to get on a train, and down here it would be worse. If I don't get a job in my area, it will be worse down here because I don't have no car and I can't really rely on my friend to say, can you pick me up from work every day? Unless I got a bike. But then again, the reason why that would be stupid for me is because my business would have to invest in my job. And I would have to make money in my business, which is my only source of income, to go pay for a job, to go back to pay for my business instead of going all in my business. So one of the reasons why I had to have a breakthrough is because at the end of the day, I learned I had a strong emotional why. I really wanted to give my best friend a gift, and I was so emotionally attached to that becoming a reality that I did it. It was so driven in my being, and I didn't have no. Every time I thought, oh, it's not gonna happen for me, blue, I didn't give a fuck. I just made it happen. And what's crazy about that breakthrough is this is the same. I had to breathe for a second earlier because that pain is still healing. I'm still letting that pain go. But this is the same best friend that stole from me months later. While I was homeless. And that $500, if I was wiser, because I really wanted this LG Style 04, if I was wiser, I would have got the cheapest phone, and I would have went down south, and I would have paid for rent somewhere, and would have had somewhere to stay. And that was more important. Because I said to myself, once I get out of my situation, I'm not going back. And that's the promise I made I'm gonna keep to myself. And as I learned to understand this, that was the reason why I had a breakthrough, because of that strong emotional why and that strong ability to focus no matter what. No matter what the cause, no matter what the situation, I told the universe, this is what I desire. I kept writing it down. I kept focusing, and that's what I'm gonna do to manifest my home as well. That strong emotional why, and of not wanting to go back, of wanting to create my reality. I only focused on what I wanted, and I was DMing people every day. And one of my main sources that I brought in income, because I got on the phone and I closed somebody. And the strong emotional current brought stuff down. And and I had a huge focus on my why. Nothing else mattered. And no matter what my situation, and that's last but not least, this is the way to change. No matter what your situation, you have to think bigger than your situation, because that's what it was. That's what happened. I was thinking bigger than my situation. I needed a phone, and I needed I used to give my best friend a gift, which wasn't much, which was a balloon and some cards on Valentine's Day. And I went all the way to Manhattan. I went all the way to Jersey, and I got some gifts for her. I got something else. I promised I was going to do that because she did that for my birthday on my 21st, and I never forgot it. And I promised myself that I was going to make it happen. I was going to make it happen no matter what. And this is for another video, but I promise you, do that for yourself. And in your online business, there's a lot of copy and paste in this business. It's not extremely difficult, but you just got to put in work. You know what I'm saying? Gotta put in work. And you gotta obsess after what you want, because you only get your obsessions become your possessions. And that's it.